Hello, guys. Happy Thursday. Thanks for coming in, and thanks, replay viewers, for watching. And thank you, YouTube viewers, for checking in as well. YouTube viewers, if you'd like to participate in the chat live with all of these folks, you can join Periscope by downloading it to your phone and search for Penguin and Fish. I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. So we have a new block tonight, guys. It is New Block Thursday for the Splendid Sampler Quilt Along. I'm going to flip you around and we'll get going. I got some fabrics picked and I'm ready to go. Hey there all. Happy Thursday. Thanks so much for coming in tonight, guys. So like I said, it is New Block Thursday. We have a new Splendid Sampler Quilt Along block. If you're new, we're working through the Splendid Sampler Quilt Along. You can find out more information at thesplendidsampler.com, and there's a huge Facebook page for it too. You can check out The Splendid Sampler to check it out there. This is block 62 out of 100. So we're getting up there, guys. It's kind of crazy. So this one has a lot of little triangles going on here, so that's gonna bring up a few some certain things that we're gonna have to keep our eye out for, mostly having to do with the bias of the fabric, and we'll talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna do all this triangle stuff today. I'm gonna kind of skip to the middle of this pattern and do that, and mostly because I didn't pick fabrics for that center square yet, so we'll look through that. All right, I'm gonna flip you around and we'll get going. But if you're new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer, and I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. So all right, guys, I'm gonna flip you around and let's get sewing for the night. All right, so it looks like, hold on a sec, funny. It looks like we got a new update to the to Periscope. So it's funny. I have a little icon. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have a little icon here of someone. So I don't know how that's gonna go away. So if you're watching on YouTube, oh, there it went. Oh, funny. If you're watching on YouTube, there's going to be some new icons, it looks like, going on here. But all right, so Hen and Chicks is the new block by Heidi Kaisand, and it is this adorable block with all these cute little triangles. So the issue with triangles, she's also having us sew them as triangles. We're not going to do our whole half square triangle and then cut it and flip it and all that. We are going to cut triangles and sew triangles. So that poses a little bit of something for us, and it's the bias of the fabric. So the bias of a fabric is the diagonal weave of the fabric. So when you have a piece of fabric, it has horizontal threads and it has vertical threads, and those threads are both pretty solid. So if I stretch them, like I can actually tell how this came off the bolt, just how it stretches. So the long roll of boat, like the length of the fabric, that is the least stretchy part. So I can tell that it's this way, because when I pull this way, it's barely stretching the vertical strands. If I pull the width of the fabric, it's a little more stretchy. So you can see the little stretch there. This is actually a fairly stretchy fabric. I'm not used to it being so stretchy. So this is a good reason why we starch it, because it kind of stiffens it up. So this is the length of the fabric, and the width of the fabric is a little stretchier. Usually you can't even really tell that much. This fabric, you can. So, you know, the threads are going this way and this way. If you pull at a diagonal, which is called the bias, it is super duper stretchy, and you can see the stretch. It's cutting out for you guys. Okay. Well, you know what? The YouTube version will be okay. It looks like Periscope is a little new today. It looks like I have some new icons going on. They must have done an update, and maybe it has some connection thing going on. So I'm not quite sure what that's going to be all about. But this will be okay on the YouTube replay. So hopefully, oh man, bad connection. Okay, well, we're going to keep going. I'm hoping that it, works its way out and the YouTube will be fine. But the bias is the diagonal, which is super duper stretchy. And because of its stretchiness, we're going to have to spray starch it a lot because we will be sewing on that diagonal. And that diagonal, if you're sewing on the bias like that, it tends to want to stretch. Yeah, it might be from my end, which is kind of unusual. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes tonight. I'm really sorry, guys, that it's cutting out so much. But we're going to just keep going. It will be okay on the YouTube, I promise. Oh no, like the old days when it used to cut out all the time. Yeah, there definitely has been an update, so we'll have to keep our eyes out for that. So, all right, we're going to just start cutting. And here's what I got for my fabrics. I thought I'd go with kind of what they have showing here. So here they have some darks and some mediums and a little bit of lights popped in here. I just picked, for now, fabrics for right here. The little squares. So I thought for the little light area, I would put this. So you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I am seeing your comments. I'm not sure what's going on. There definitely has been an update because I have some new icons that are kind of funny. I don't really know why they're there yet. So I can see your comments. The video looks okay on my end, so I don't, that doesn't mean that the connection is good. But the connection has been good for a long time, so I'm kind of bummed about that. So I'm guessing it's something on Periscope's side with this update. But again, it'll be fine in the YouTube video at Penguin and Fish Movies. So sorry about that, guys, tonight. But all right, let's just cruise through. This is going to be the little triangle in there. And I thought I'd use these medium fabrics. I have 3 medium blues. That could be the trio of pieces there. And then I thought these 2 darks, wow, that really changed the color. I thought these 2 darks could be these here. And then I haven't chosen these insides yet, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It sucks when it's so bad. But all right, let's get cruising. I'm going to just keep going, and we'll press these. So let's start. I'm going to skip this part here and move on to making these units just because I think it'll be fun. Let's cut all those units. So for the big squares, we need a 3 1/8 inch square. So we got some weird measurements here, like the 3/8 and we have a 1/8. And the reason for that is because we're cutting it into these triangles, and we need certain lengths for those triangles. So I'm going to just spray the fabric here, and we'll get going. I need 2 of these. So I'm going to cut 1 square out of each of these fabrics. And then we'll have like a little variety. Oh, every 3 seconds of video is 10 are frozen. Oh no. I'm sorry. No fun for the night. So it must be either my end or YouTube tonight. Or not YouTube, Periscope. I do find it odd that there is clearly an update to Periscope and then all of a sudden my connection is bad. I don't like that. Oh well. I'm glad we can get it on YouTube though yet. So thanks YouTube guys for coming in. And sorry if you were in the Periscope, sorry that didn't go too well. Alright, so I sprayed that quite a bit. It's still a little wet. Let's keep it going here. Alright. There we are. Let's do the other one. So I have this cloud fabric again, which is kind of fun. We'll go from that side that we've been cutting off already. Yeah, it's going to be a bummer. It's going to be so quiet in here without all you guys in here tonight. Bummer. See you tomorrow, Janelle. Hopefully it works out a little bit better. We'll definitely have to keep our eye on things. May have to switch over to Twitch a little sooner than I thought, so I don't know. Luckily, I just got my fabric collection out the door again. I've been doing changes on it, so maybe I can focus on getting that Twitch up and running again. So if you're here in that Periscope, you should work out your stuff, because that, maybe heading over to there. Okay, so we need, these are our two larger squares here. We need 3 inches and 3/8, 3 3/8 inches square. So I'm gonna we need 2 squares, so I just need 1 of each, 3 3/8. So let's give that a go. I'm gonna do it with this guy here, I think. So let's start by getting our nice edge. So 3 3/8. Oh, let's get you guys in the frame. So 3 3/8 is right there. So I'm going to just trim that amount first. And up this way. 3 3/8. So I'm going to about 3 1/2, and then just trimming it off. Let's trim this off too. And then I'm gonna rotate this guy. So 3 3/8 out of this. Now we gotta really measure. So 3/8 there. 3/8 there. The video's okay, just cutting out. I think it's the I'm thinking it's the Periscope update too, because we haven't had issues in a long time, and it just so happens to have issues right when there's a Periscope update. That seems questionable. So 1 2 3 3/8. Let's double check. 3 3/8. Okay, here we are. This is good. All right, I think I may not have gotten all the way there. Oh, yep, there we are. Perfect. Done with those fabrics. So let's cut this right away. I do believe that we're cutting it. Cut in half diagonally for a total of 4 triangles. All right, let's do that. Cut in half diagonally for 4 triangles. All right, so there we are. These are our kind of middle points. They'll go like this. Oh, these are pretty together. I'm making corners so as not to have on the bias. Oh, well, that's a bummer. I'm already doing this. I'll have to check out. I'll have to check it out. Maybe we can see what that's all about. Yeah, because these are the biases now, so that's going to be really stretchy. So yeah, if we didn't do this on the bias, that would have been better. So I'll have to check out Joan Ford's stuff. See what she has to say about the cutting on the bias, or sewing on the bias, or avoiding sewing on the bias even. All right. So now we need all of our small triangles, and out of the D fabrics, we need 6 squares that are 2 1/8 inch squares, and then for that little yellow one we're gonna do, we need 2 1/8. So I have 3 of the blues and 1 of the yellow. So we need 2 of these and 6 of these. So I can just do 2 of every fabric that I have here. So that'll make things a little easier. Okay, so let's prep those. So 2 1/8 inch we need, which means we need like 4 1/4 inches total. I think let's just snip it off the edge here. We'll spray it down a bit again. Get it nice and good with the starch just ooh, there it goes. There's it sizzling. So we can starch it up so that when we do sew on the bias, it'll be a little bit better for us. And I'm hoping this works a whole lot better tomorrow night, because this is no fun if you guys can't join in and if Periscope's being not nice to us. So we'll just have to play it by ear, I suppose. Boo, that's what I think. We're going to cut right from here. But we'll get some stuff done in here at least. But yeah, no fun. I can tell it's still wet. We got that dark spot there. All right, there's that one. And a couple more. All right, I think we can, we'll get it out from here. And then one more, and then we can cut. You know, maybe we'll just call it a little earlier tonight too, just because we're having all this trouble tonight. Let me just see if I can get my 4 inches out of here. 4 and 4 1/4. Yeah, we're fine. So I'm going to use that little piece right there. Little puzzles on it. That might have been a little bit too much starch, but I wanted to make sure I got all of the areas. Alrighty. There we are. Time to cut. Alright, let's make sure we got these lined up first. So these first two. Alright. Kitty scratches to move it around. I always like to put the fabric that I have the most of behind so then I can see the smaller and smaller pieces as I go. So this one has that cut out of the bottom I'll take care of. Oh, we also have curved edge here. So we'll want to trim that. And then this guy here. Put it right like that. Okay, so we need like a 4 1/4 inch strip that will cut into 2 1/8 inch. So let's just get our nice straight edges here. Like that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go like this so I can see the numbers a little bit better. Okay. So ultimately we need 2 1/8. Scooch up a little. All right. That side. So here we're going to do our 4 1/4. Zip off. All right, now I'm going to get this ruler in here and we're going to do our 2 1/8, and then I will, there's the 1/8. Then I'll cross cut. I really want to get down that line really well. There we go. 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. Yeah, this is an 1/8. There we go. That looks good. 2 1/8. All right. Up to about there. And I'm just going to trim all the way across. There. Done with those guys. Now let's cross cut. So 2 1/8. I like right there. 1/4 8. One, 2 1/8. I'm getting all nervous now with all these tiny measurements. 2 1/8. Just double checking again. All right. And I think we need to cut these in half again. So I'm going to just do that right away while they're still together really nicely. Okay, about like that. Okay, and then the second one. And I think, you know what, guys? I think after done cutting these, I think I'm going to call it Periscope. Like, my screen is going in and out, so I think that's a sign that we're going to have to end it for the night here. So let's just trim this, and I'll do the diagonal and we'll let for the evening. So bummer, guys. We'll have this out for the future. I'll do some research, see if it's up. So all right, I'm gonna flip you guys around. Hey, we are cutting just in and out, so I know that you guys have had trouble tonight, so we're going to just call it. Here's our little triangles that we did. We'll lay them all out tomorrow. But thanks for coming in. Sorry it's so weird tonight. Hopefully we can get it worked out tomorrow. Guys, and thanks YouTubers for being with me as well. See you later.